Welcome to an orientation about your Employee Assistance Program, or EAP. The EAP is paid for by your employer and delivered by Reliant Behavioral Health, RBH. In the next 10 minutes or so, I'll talk about what the EAP is, and then I'll also go over the different services that are included with your EAP, and we'll wrap up by talking about how to access all of these EAP services. So first, what is the EAP? Well, it's a program that provides you with free, confidential services to help resolve personal problems. It also can help you balance work and life, and the EAP helps the worksite become safe and more productive. As an employee, you have access to the EAP, but so does your spouse or partner, your family members, your dependents, and anyone living in the household, related or not. So even if you have dependents, such as kids who are attending college out of town or out of state, they have access to the EAP. When we say the EAP is confidential, we mean that when you access the EAP, we never report your name back to your employer. Your employer never knows you used the EAP, so it's always confidential. One of the main resources available through the EAP are counseling services, and our EAP that we provide to you includes 3 different access points for counseling. First, you have face-to-face counseling. Then you have access to consultations from licensed counselors through secure online emails. And you also have 24-hour toll-free access to counselors for crisis support. Let's talk about each of these different types of counseling. First, face-to-face counseling is available for each new issue you face. And that means if you have a problem right now, maybe a relationship issue, you can use face-to-face counseling through the EAP. Then later in the year, you may lose a loved one and be dealing with grief. It's a new issue, so you can access the EAP for more face-to-face counseling. The types of problems the EAP can help you with include almost any issue: family, relationship, work stress, anxiety, grief, and pretty much any challenges that we all commonly face from time to time in our lives. Counselors are available locally, so you can find one that's close to your home or your workplace, but they're also available nationally, all over the country. So if you're traveling or you have kids attending college out of state or out of town, they also have access to local counselors for face-to-face counseling. RBHE Access is a little bit different. It provides convenient and secure access to online consultations with licensed counselors. And this is especially helpful for people who just have quick questions, busy schedules, or maybe those people who haven't ever tried face-to-face counseling and they're a little unsure about what to expect. You need to keep in mind that online consultations are not intended as a replacement for face-to-face counseling. So you'll talk to a counselor through email, and they'll work with you to determine if your issue can be resolved quickly through an email or if you should seek a different course of care. You also have 24-hour toll-free crisis support, so you can call any day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, to talk directly with a counselor if you're experiencing a crisis. In addition to all of these counseling services, the EAP provides a lot of work-life services, and we're going to talk about all of these services just a little bit. First, let's discuss legal services. You have access to a free half-hour consultation in person or by phone with a local attorney, and then if you decide to hire that attorney or retain that attorney, then you get a 25% discount in legal fees for each new legal situation. The only restriction is that legal services are not provided for an employer-related issue, but you can use these services for all of your personal legal issues. We also provide a will kit with the EAP. You simply have to call to request one. We'll mail it to your home or workplace or show you how to access it online, and then you can fill it out whenever you have the time on your own. We provide really robust financial consultation services with our EAP, so you can call and talk to a financial professional about most financial issues such as debt counseling, budgeting, college or retirement planning, and you can talk to that professional for up to 30 days for each new issue. We also provide personal mediation. It works very similar to the legal services. You have a free half-hour consultation, and then if you hire the mediator, you get a 25% discount in fees. You can't use this for work-related issues either, but you can use it for all of your personal mediation needs, such as divorce, neighbor disputes, real estate, etc. One of our more recent services added to the EAP is the home ownership program. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, maybe you've inherited a home, you're looking for a vacation house, you could talk to financial professionals to help you make smart financial decisions. We also provide identity theft recovery services. Again, you talk to a professional and they can help support you in planning the recovery process so that you can restore both your identity and your credit after an identity theft incident. So in addition to the work-life services, we also provide online or website resources with the EAP. First, you have access to our main webpage, myrbh.com, and once you're there, you can enter the Personal Advantage website, which is a wellness and life balance website with all sorts of health information and resources, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about each of these sites. First, you can go to myrbh.com, and once you're there, your area of interest is called My Benefits. You need your company code, your access code. So you'll have to ask your employer or HR director or look at the promotional materials and flyers and posters that RBH has provided to your company. It'll have your access code listed on there. All you do is type it in and then click on My Benefits, and your benefits will pop up. So this is company specific. At this time, you'll see your company name, and it'll tell you all about the EAP resources that are available to you. Now, if you want to go a little deeper and enter into the Personal Advantage website, you'll first need to activate an account. So the first time you use the site, you need to activate an account. This is a lot like shopping online or banking online. You just have to provide some basic information, and then you select a personal username and a private password. The password isn't known by anyone else. It's just like a banking or shopping site. So if you lose it or forget it, rather than helping you recover it because we don't have it, we'll help you reset it. So once you've activated your account, you can enter your username and that private password. And when you log in, you'll see that you have access to all sorts of resources just to help you manage your life. Things about emotional well-being, relationships, financial, health, legal, maternity, and personal growth. Specific areas within each of these tabs, how to talk to your kids about tough issues, credit resolutions. And so within all of these tabs, you can take more than 50 trainings for professional or personal improvement. You can access legal and financial forms and calculators. You can take health and emotional assessments. So there are just all sorts of resources in here to help you learn about health, wellness, family, and there are thousands of articles and videos and pieces of information that are up to date. So it's constantly updated with new information. So that pretty much covers everything that's included with your employee assistance program. And the great thing about the EAP is it's really easy to access. All you have to do is call this number. And this number is listed here, but it's also provided on all of the posters and flyers that we provide. And your HR director or supervisor will have that number. Call if you have any questions. If you're in a crisis situation, call to talk to a counselor. If you want to go to a local counselor and have face-to-face counseling, call to request an appointment. And to access the work-life services, again, you just call that one single number. Also, as I mentioned, you can go online to myrbh.com. There you can learn about the EAP, and then also you can choose to log into the Personal Advantage website where you can access all of those great resources, the financial calculators, the legal forms, health videos, trainings, and also online you can request RBH e-access. And again, those are those online consultations with licensed counselors. The only thing you need when you call is your employer name, and the only thing you need when you go online is your access code. And if you don't know your access code, just look at your flyer from RBH or again, ask your supervisor or HR director. Thank you.